Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Donnie B all day, and I'm bringing you something I've been waiting for to come in. This is the TRS Buccaneer. Is that upside down? Ho ho, I'm wicked smart, as we say here in Massachusetts. So, here is the Buccaneer. This is based off the classic naval cutlass. It is a true blue machete. I took it out of the box and had it next to me already because normally I like to do a review on a untouched edge, but I was so happy with that this thing came in. I actually took it outside yesterday and just cut some light things, so it shouldn't affect it. It should still be pretty sharp, even though machetes don't need to be super sharp. This one I have to say, this is pretty sharp. This is a good looking machete, man. This is a good looking machete. It's based off the classic, obviously, naval cutlass. And you would have seen a lot of pirates holding something like this, hence the little Jolly Roger skull right there. You would have seen a lot of pirates, things like that, carrying and using these swashbucklers and all that. And this was the style of knife they had. But one of the things that I like about the way they did it is your upsweep is light. So to measure from this point to this point, there's a drop, but it's a really short drop. Normally your curl is a little bit bigger in a saber or a cutlass. In a cutlass, you're going to see a little bit more. This is almost more like a sax, to where it's a little bit straighter, and it's almost like Viking meets pirate. And I love the fact that they did it that way. It looks really cool. They have an elongated tip, so when you're talking about your point of balance, right, you can feel where the point of balance is all the way down here. This is where the meteors swing, and because this point right here is your widest point of the blade, this is where you're carrying all your weight. This just adds momentum and aim. By taking this little piece right here and throwing it past your POB, now what you're doing is you're just creating perfect aim. And that's something really cool. I did the TRS Titan, if you remember. Just a really lightweight, double-edged dagger type, literal self-protection only knife, right? It is a self-protection dagger. And it's good. It's good for what it is, man. It's really good. So I was pretty excited to get this one in. But let's go over the specs. I know I have them some are here, and I think I have them some up there. I have them written all over the place. Let's see, clip point blade. Yes, it does. Let's just face it. Clip point just looks badass. No. They put that on the box. That's cool. They're also great for piercing penetration, exactly what you need on a combat machete. So that's probably why they made this more sax looking. They're calling it a combat machete. Which, obviously, if it's a cutlass, I mean, you were raiding. That's what it was for. Raiding other boats and getting on land and then even cracking open your occasional coconut, maybe. But, obviously, it's de-guarded, so you can close range when you're all tied up. You can give them one under the jaw, or you can protect yourself from a blade coming at you. That's when people used to fight with swords. Today, that's not going to matter. However, still today, you can come up. Or if you're whacking through the woods... if you're whacking in the woods, you don't have to worry about banging your knuckles on sticks, things like that, branches that are coming out. So it actually does help. All right, let's continue. Quick draw sheath, and the sheath is really cool. It is a quick draw sheath. It's a Kydex, and it clicks in, right? So, but it's open all the way along the spine and to the tip. So the sheath just basically holds it in place. Yeah, it's not stealth, but when you're walking through the woods... Oh, look at that. I don't hear... You're not going to walk like this. So a lot of people make a big deal out of rattle, but that's because they don't know what they're talking about. But so here it is. You do have your easy on-off belt clip, and you have your thumb presses right here to make it easy. But once it's out, it's really fast on the draw. Really fast on the draw because you don't need to go this way. As soon as this is broken, it's out. It is a very fast draw machete, which is really good if you're in the wilderness and you're at a camp and all of a sudden some kind of critter comes at you that you don't want at you, you want the blade out as fast as possible because some of those critters are a lot faster than we are. All right, so let's see. Most machetes come with a floppy fabric sheath. That's true. A lot of them come, even when they're a hard sheath, they come with a flappy fabric belt guard. So then you got to hold it straight. This one is not. This one's very, very sturdy. Let's see. This is not a garden tool. It's a combat blade. So it has a combat-inspired sheath. This, for most people, would be your garden machete. Obviously, nobody's really in combat right now. The good thing is, zombie apocalypse happens, you know you got the right machete. So let's see. D-ring guard. There's no better way to protect your hand than a full D-ring. Based on the classic novel Cutlass, this handle design is ready for combat. Thumb ramp. That's right here, and it actually does work. You could really feel it. Thumb ramp enhances comfort and grip when doing precision work. Reversible clip. This means you can carry the Buccaneer on your left or right hip, however you like it. I didn't even realize it. Oh, it is. It's an ambidextrous clip. That's really good because I am left-handed. Let's see. The GRN handle, the injection molded fiberglass reinforced nylon handle, is incredibly tough. And because it's molded right over the blade, there are no screws or hardware of any kind. And I do have to give them credit on that blade, where you initially feel it and you feel like it's plasticky. Once you feel the texturing, you see how that is? You can feel that texturing, and it actually adds a pretty good grip. And the stuff is pretty sturdy because I was throwing that Titan and it was banging off a tree, and zero damage, zero loosening. So that's good. Now let's get into some of the blade stuff. We are talking about 15.2 ounces overall. The glass reinforced nylon handle. We're looking at a handle length of 6 generous inches. The overall length is 20 inches with a 14-inch blade length, a 3 millimeter, 2.9 millimeter blade thickness. It is 3 CR13 MOV. It has a black oxide with a clip point and the fiberglass sheath. So you know from here to here, you're not getting any oxidation or rust. From here to here, this is the part of the blade you want to keep clean. That's it. It's pretty easy maintenance. All right, so let's take it outside. Woo, it's a lovely day for some TRS Buccaneer. Let's get this thing in the sun so you can really get a good look at it. This is a very good-looking machete. This is a very good-looking machete. It's a sweet cutlass. It's sharp, and it's cool. Now let's see exactly how sharp and cool it is. Let's start with something we never do. We never start with anyway. A big cardboard slice. Man, that one caught all the way down to the staples inside this box, and it went through 1, 2, 3, 4 layers of cardboard. That was pretty darn good. Stabbing, man, this thing is going to be a ridiculous stabber because of that tip. That tip is unforgiving. And it'll be unforgiving. So, let's see. It's still a machete. It's still a machete. Man, it is like a breeze through machete too. Here we go. This is the nice tree one. This isn't some milkweed, right? Boop. Let's see. I'll backhand it, and no problem. Just no problem. It's a cutter. It's a cutter. I told you I came out the other day or yesterday, and I was playing with it. So it is not a brand new edge, but it's pretty close. I didn't go crazy with it, so it's pretty close. Let's see. I got 4 layers of leather belt here. Let's see. Hey, it's sharp enough for the leather belt. That's not bad. Now, the leverage, because it's so long, isn't good for a push cut, but we're going to see. Yeah. I got just the end of it, and you can see that it broke off. But I would really need to, it's hard to get leverage, especially my stump is uneven. I need a flat stump. I got to get a new stump. I need a new, okay, look at that. Look at that. I had to find a way to make it right. That's sharp for a machete. That's really sharp for a machete. Let's see. We got some of this cordage here, and it's all obviously, you know, metals filled and all that, just like any other. Let's see if we can go through. You know what? Let's do it this way. See if we can go through 2 levels of extension cord. That's all those metal fibers, right? Let's see. No problem. That was clean, smooth, easy. Now let's look at all the damage the edge didn't take. No. There's zero edge issues. Now, combat machete, which means it's made to fight with. So this, wow, that is inside the log on the bottom. It's inside the log. So it went through both sides of the tire and into the wood at the bottom. That's not so bad. So it's combat, which means this is your fighting machete, right? So it's going to work like a sword. But you know what I like to say? If you happen to be walking through the woods and all you got is your combat machete on you, you want to know if it works. So let's see this edge geometry. Oh, that's nice. Let's see if we can keep some of them on there. Oh, I just took them off. That's nice. So the edge geometry works. If this is all you have on you, you got to light a fire. You're going to be able to light a fire with this thing. Oh my gosh, that was nice. It's diving into this wood. So you need to make pit spikes, tent spikes, spears, anything to defend yourself, defend your camp, cook with, hunt with, anything. You got to be able to make sure it can cut yourself a tip. Well, wow. I got to say, the edge geometry on this thing is really nice. I'm hoping you guys are seeing the size of the chunks that are flying off of this thing. It's making carving really, really easy. Let's use this thumb ramp. Oh, look at that. For easy control, boom, right there. Without the thumb ramp, you're at the, you know, wherever the wood has a snag, you're going to get stuck. With the thumb ramp, there's none of that. It doesn't bend backwards. It's going straight through. That there is pretty sweet. Woo! That there is pretty sweet. Let's give it a nice hard shot. Bam! There's almost more of a break, but oh, there's a big knot right there. Bam! Oh, that's nice. That's nice. All right, so let's do that. Let's finish it off. Through the warp, through the knot. No warping at all. That thing is just about right. So it is a fighting weapon, right? Obviously, they designed it to be a fighting weapon. So let's see some of like the basic swings and all that, and basic strikes. And what we'll use is we'll just use anything that's tall, right? Because you're not going to be most likely fighting midgets. I'm going to have to put the ring on the other hand because it is a D-guard. All right, so got my first foot forward, back slash, front slash. Wow, that was actually really nice. Really, really nice. So stab, slash, bam, 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 even upcuts. This thing is so fast in the hand. And I know you think that fast is how fast you are, but that's not true. Some things are heavy and awkward. You don't usually get to do that with a D-guard. Some things are heavy and awkward, and they make the swing slow, right? This thing, not so much. This thing's pretty fast. And it comes down to light, the weight, and the geometry. And so far, both of those are A+. A+. Let's see if we can hit something a little bit harder. Something kind of like me. Big and hard. So let's come over here and we'll hit one of these broken trees. Not the full trees, you whiners. One of these broken guys. All right, so here we go. You can see it's a dead tree. And let's have some fun. clear some of this away because we have a machete in our hand. We can do that. All right. So, back. Wow, that thrust is good, man. That is good. Through the bark. Everybody knows it's tree armor. No problem. No warping, no bending, no denting. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, as far as like fighting is concerned, see, we got this dead branch right here. As far as fighting is concerned, you're going to be able to have that ability to work it just really, really good. It's just the way it turns in the hand is really nice. It's just sweet. That's pretty badass right there. Obviously, I swung it at the last one. Whew! And that was pretty cool. Oh, but what happens when your opponent is at a distance? Oh, you're trying to run away, huh? All right, well, let's see. First try! All right, so, wow, that got some bite. Wow, that got some bite. Did it bend the tip? Not at all. Did it damage the edge? Not even a little. Is there any warping? No. Is it still sharp? Yes. Oh, and I tested the first day, and I was surprised to find that it was shaved sharp out of the box. You see all those hairs? I hope so. I'm blowing around, but it's still shaved sharp. Still. After all that. Oh, but it's HCR 13 MOV. Oh, it can't be all that. Well, I'll tell you what. Prove it wrong, because it just handled its business. Yeah, this thing, Combat Machete. Yeah, this is one of those, you can put it in your truck. You can leave it by the door. You can take it with you when you hear a noise outside. Man, this thing is just sweet. This is so light in the hand. It feels really good. It's comfortable. It's freaking fast. It's fast. This thing right here is pretty balls out, guys. Balls to the walls. So the TRS Buccaneer Combat Machete. Oh my God, I give this a huge thumbs up. Can I recommend this blade? If you are a machete lover, I can absolutely recommend this blade. It's freaking sweet. And that's not me just saying it. That's me showing it, right? If this was an unboxing or a tabletop review and I said this thing is sweet, you can tell me to go ahead and shove right the hell off. Where are you guys? Where are you? But the fact that you guys got to see exactly what I saw, you know it's sweet because of how I just found out it's sweet. This thing, man, that is not bad at all. Really cool machete. They make things at good prices too. Check them out. TRS. I don't know what if it's just TRS, the knife company. But check them out. Look up the TRS Buccaneer. You will not be disappointed. As a matter of fact, I have the webpage because I was getting all the information off it to read. I'll just throw the link to the webpage down there. I don't have any kind of discount codes for you or anything like that because this is just something I wanted to test. So, I mean, it's not like, you know, something I wrote to a company and said, hey, you know, let's make a deal and give my subscribers a deal. No, I just really liked it. I liked it. This thing is cool. All right, so that's it for this. Pretty snazzy there. That's it for me. I am Donnie B all day. Until next knife.